So, it seems that we have some news about Spider-Man 4, specifically with Tobey Maguire. Let me just say this is some great news, if this is true. And I hope it is true, because Tobey Maguire is, if not the best Spider-Man in my opinion. Andrew Garfield, of course, he's a great Spider-Man as well, but Tobey Maguire, I don't have to say much about him. I grew up with him, and to me, he's been an OG. A lot of people can disagree. They may like Tom Holland, but I like Tobey. So he may be on the older side, but we've always wanted that Spider-Man 4 in the works for him. I know for Andrew Garfield, he never got his third film, so hopefully Cosmic Wonder kind of talks about Andrew Garfield as well. So that's where we're gonna talk about here today. Hopefully we get some good stuff here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and if you love Spider-Man, we have some amazing Spider-Man news today. Not actually for the amazing Spider-Man character, sorry, Andrew Garfield, but for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man character.
Although, which is surprising. You think it'd be
Andrew.
Andrew.
We're talking about Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Tom Holland Spider-Man as well in this video. But it looks like Tobey Maguire could be coming back to play Spider-Man once again, this time possibly in his own solo film, giving us a Spider-Man 4. The movie that we never got, that we were supposed to get. If you are unaware, Sam Raimi, the legendary director, directed the first 3 Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire. However, there was supposed to be a 4th Spider-Man film, also with Tobey Maguire. Vulture was supposed to be the main villain of this film. However, due to a lot of criticism and hate that happened with Spider-Man 3, the studio decided not to make the film. And based off of previous interviews that we've seen, this really hurt Sam Raimi and it hurt Tobey Maguire. And it also
it wasn't
put,
that bad. It wasn't the best, but
taste in Sam Raimi's mouth, but it kind of left its mark. So we never thought we would be getting the 4th Spider-Man film with Sam Raimi directing and Tobey Maguire being the Spider-Man. However, a lot has changed recently. We've had Spider-Man No Way Home, in which Tobey Maguire, of course, came back with Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. Then we got Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, in which Kevin Feige asked Sam Raimi to come back and direct it after they lost the director Scott Derrickson. So both since have made their return to Marvel and their debuts in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now, an actor from the Spider-Man franchise has stated that he has heard that Sam Raimi could possibly be doing Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. He said this in an interview with comicbook.com, which
I hope this is true, man.
And talk about what Spider-Man 4
if this is not true,
could
it's gonna
actually
suck.
be about. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. And if you
Make
subscribe,
sure you guys subscribe to the Cosmic
you're
Wonder.
automatically entered in our giveaway
He
for
knows
a
his
chance
shit.
to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. We pick a winner at the end of each month, and the winner picks one item. So comicbook.com recently did an interview with Thomas Hayden Church. He played Flint Marko, aka Sandman, in Spider-Man 3, and he returned to play Sandman once again in Spider-Man No Way Home. And in this recent interview with comicbook.com, he told them that he would love to appear in another Spider-Man film and that he's heard there could be a Spider-Man 4. In the interview with comicbook.com, this is what he said.
Again?
There's always been some kind of, I've heard rumors that Sam Raimi was going to do another Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, and if that happens, I would probably campaign to maybe at least do a cameo. Now, what's really interesting about this is there's been a lot of rumors going on after Spider-Man No Way Home. This isn't the first time that we've heard somebody talk about Spider-Man 4. In fact, many insiders have stated that Sony is very interested in developing a Spider-Man 4.
If you want to make money, go ahead and do it.
And after Sam Raimi came back to do Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, he did say that that taste was out of his mouth, and that essentially he has moved on from the hate that Spider-Man 3 got. And we do know that he was pretty heartbroken that he didn't get to do Spider-Man 4. But after Spider-Man No Way Home came out, Tobey Maguire stated that he would love to return again as Spider-Man. He would love to do more.
Is green
and I
light.
think after
Let's do it.
Spider-Man No Way Home, many fans would love to see Tobey Maguire come back and see a story that could be about a completely different part of his Spider-Man's life.
Exactly.
A life where he is
Separate
married to MJ
from everyone
and
else.
possibly even has a daughter, May Parker, who
An
eventually
older,
goes
much
on in
mature
the comics
Spider-Man.
to become Spider-Girl. We actually got to see May Parker recently, Peter B. Parker's child, in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, in which we did also see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in that movie as well. However, the footage used was old footage from the previous Spider-Man.
What does it all
films.
mean, though? Are
So
they
the
going to
thought
pop
of
up in the
Tobey
Spider-Verse
Maguire
too?
returning for a Spider-Man 4, along with Sam Raimi, the director of the original Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire, is super exciting. Now, as far as what it could be about, if they are going to go with what Spider-Man 4 was originally going to be about, this could be a fight between Spider-Man and Vulture, but a fight in a way that we've never really seen before. We also know quite a bit of what the plot of this film was actually going to be and who exactly was going to be
I'm
in it.
getting excited
And an
just thinking about it,
animation and
man.
VFX designer for the film actually released test footage of what the fight between Spider-Man and Vulture
I
was
saw
supposed
this,
to be like.
yeah.
But as far as plot details of what Spider-Man 4 was supposed to be about, it was supposed to be about Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson's relationship being kind of thrown into turmoil by the arrival of Peter's new
I
colleague,
feel like it's always been like that every
Felicia
movie.
Hardy, aka Black Cat, who was supposed to be played by Anne Hathaway. While attempting to navigate his feelings for Felicia, Peter must also battle the Vulture, a criminal mastermind who plans to seize control of New York City's criminal underworld. Unaware that the Vulture is Adrian Toomes, John Malkovich, Felicia's adopted father, and Peter's new boss at the Daily Bugle newspaper. Peter accidentally kills Toomes halfway through, and Felicia adopts the identity of Vultress to seek revenge for her father. She ends up defeating Peter, but spares his life and moves to Europe, while MJ moves to LA after learning that Peter cheated on her, and Peter rage quits being Spider-Man again. Now, that was what Spider-Man 4 could have been. Obviously, due
Sounds
to
like a
creative
mature Spider-Man.
differences, this project never happened. And I think that it was probably a good thing at the time. I'm not sure this is what some fans would have really liked to see, and according to some of the designers, some VFX designers, a lot of people didn't really see John Malkovich as Vulture. And I imagine that Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire will want to basically do something from scratch. Not completely from scratch.
that makes
of course,
sense,
I'm sure
yeah.
they'll keep the continuity,
Especially this new
the same
modern
continuity
generation.
with Spider-Man 1 through 3. Again, this still should be a sequel from Spider-Man 3. But we've already had a Vulture in the MCU. Technically, we still kind of have him if he's not transferred to the Sony universe yet. That's still kind of confusing to us. But we've seen Vulture. And again, we recently saw him in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But luckily, there are just so many awesome Spider-Man characters that we could see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man fight in Spider-Man 4. Plus, not to
Yep.
mention, the MCU exists now, and it didn't before. So a whole different world, literally, of possibilities is now open. They could have a Spider-Man movie that sets place inside of the MCU, especially with
Yep.
incursions happening right now, and the multiverse
you can do
being a
anything.
huge thing. It is,
Sandbox.
after all, the multiverse saga. There is just a ton of potential right now for a fourth Spider-Man film because there are just so many different ways that they could go about making this
Yeah.
movie. They could have it take
Spider-Man's,
place
like, probably at its
inside of
all-time
the
high right
MCU
now.
in a different universe, or they could simply have it exist in its own universe from before, the Sony universe. Again, keep it the same, or they could technically do both. Have it be a different universe and have Peter Parker be dragged into the MCU because of the events that are taking place in the MCU in the
I don't want
multiverse
nothing to
saga
do with the MCU,
because
to be
of Kang.
honest.
We have
I like
already
to stay
heard
in his
rumors from
world.
some insiders that Tobey Maguire is going to be in Secret Wars, and he'll be alongside Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, something that everybody is
Yo,
truly
that's gonna be
excited
hot.
to see if it does indeed happen. And today we get a little bit closer
If
to
that happens.
actually seeing that take place because we know Hugh Jackman is returning as Wolverine, and if Tobey Maguire is returning as Spider-Man, in which he already did return as Spider-Man in No Way Home, then the possibility of Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire being together on screen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is getting closer to happening. But since
Yeah,
Sam
this is
Raimi
gonna be
recently
good.
took on a multiverse project with Multiverse of Madness, it could actually work both ways. He could dive into that again, or he could simply say, you know what, let's just kind of focus on the world that we created before, go back to that, and make a sequel to Spider-Man 3 in the same universe, same
I'm down.
storyline, same plot. We just get a
What do
new
I
villain,
sign to
get a new
sign
story
off on
for
this, to
Spider-Man
greenlight
4,
this?
but keep Peter Parker with MJ. Maybe they're a little bit further on in life, obviously, since they're both a lot older than they were when Spider-Man 3 took place. Maybe say they're married, maybe say they have May Parker, and we take it from there. Based off of what we heard in Spider-Man
What
No
about
Way
Harry?
Home, Tobey Maguire, of course, is still Spider-Man. In fact, when he went through the portal, he was wearing his Spider-Man suit under his clothes. And the
Yep.
way he talked to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man made it seem like him and MJ found a way to make it
Work it out, yeah.
to be together and him to still be Spider-Man. Because we know that that is a classic struggle for Spider-Man to balance the relationships that he has. So overall, this is great news. There are rumors going around now within the Spider-Man
great
actor
rumors.
groups that another Spider-Man is on the way, Spider-Man 4 with Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire. And again, after No Way Home came out, a lot of insiders came out and said that Sony was looking to make this film finally. So fingers crossed this is being discussed at Sony right now and that it actually happens. And if it does, let us know what you would like to see from it. What stories, what villains, whatever it is, what would you like to see from it? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest news and enter our giveaway.
This is some great
you can also
news
find
here.
us on Patreon. You can check out our web.
All right, Cosmic Wonder, thank you so much for the great news. This is kind of rumors I like to hear. Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire coming back? Who'd ever thought? I really thought Andrew Garfield was going to make his third film because I do believe that he deserved it. But Tobey Maguire, he deserves a fourth one as well. What I want from the movie personally, I want a mature Spider-Man. We can definitely pick off from Spider-Man 3. It's just something mature and the OG Spider-Man that we're used to seeing. I mean, Tom Holland, I like Tom Holland. But he was just so focused and close to the Avengers and everybody was all involved. It just seemed like he never really struggled. But I feel like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's a good, mature Spider-Man. So Spider-Man's at his all-time high right now. They got the games rolling out. We got a couple of the Spider-Verse. You know, Marvel's doing his thing with Spider-Man. Andrew's in talks of making his third movie maybe. And then we got Tobey. Like, come on. They want to make money. They should do this. So this is some great news. If you guys did like my reaction to this great news, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and make sure you also subscribe to the Cosmic Wonder because he does a great job on the channel. So go ahead and check his content out. So other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.